Hello students, in previous class we discussed about the capacitance of the capacitors in series and parallel combination and energy stored in a capacitor. And let me discuss some concepts which are related to the capacitance of the capacitors. When we have taken the capacitors, for a spherical capacitor, let us take this is one sphere of radius r1. This is what r2 and here it is what r1 radius. Now the inner sphere is charged and outer sphere is given n. Outer sphere is given n. Then what will be the capacitance of this capacitor? Let us take when this outer sphere is given n, what will be the potential of this one? Infinity. So potential is 0, which is earthed. Now here it is inner charge is plus q, means here what is the charge on the outer shell, inner side of the outer shell? Minus q. Whereas here plus q means it is so it will become neutral. Then what will be the potential difference across the plates of this spherical plate capacitor? V is equal to V1 plus V2. Potential due to this one and potential due to this one. Then what is potential due to this one? Remember, inside of the spherical shell, the potential remains constant. Then what will be the potential at this point? V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R1 due to this one. Whereas due to this one plus, this is what radius here R2. So what is potential due to this one? 1 by 4 at this point. Due to this one potential 1 by 4 pi epsilon minus q by r1. So what you can write here? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, q is common, q by 4 pi epsilon 1 by r2 minus 1 by r1. Therefore, but what we know, capacitance is equal to C is equal to q by V. Then C is equal to what you get here? Q by V. So then bring this V to this side, then C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1. Is it? 1 by R1, that represents 4 pi epsilon naught R1 minus R2 by R1 R2 is the capacitance of the capacitor, which is for a spherical capacitor, then outer charge is H and inner charge is inner sphere is charged and outer sphere is given H. If the inner sphere is H, outer sphere is given charging and inner sphere is H, then what will be the potential? Remember, here what is potential difference? Potential on the sphere minus potential on the sphere. Potential on the sphere is what? 0, because it is given nothing. Therefore, potential difference is nothing but potential difference is called capacitance. If it is inner sphere is charge, inner sphere is H and outer sphere given charge, it means V is equal to 1 by same as this one, 4 by epsilon naught R1 minus R by R1 R2 plus 4 by epsilon naught R. Whereas for cylindrical capacitor, cylindrical capacitor this is what is cylinder. And it is a axis of this cylinder. If it is A and if it is B, radius of the inner sphere is A and radius of the outer sphere is B, then what is the capacitance of this one? C is equal to 2 pi epsilon naught L by log B by A. Is it? L is the length of the cylinder. L is what here? Length of the cylinder. And let us discuss about coherence of the coherence of the charges, or let me take here combination of the small charges. Combination of the charges, capacitance for combination of charges. So what would be happening when we have taken n small droplets, small oil droplets of each charge q and radius r are combined to form a or coalesced to form a bigger drop. Bigger drop. So then what we have to find the capacitance and charge on each bigger sphere and potential energy on each. Let us see, when we have taken n identical capacitors oil droplets of each charge q and radius r, when they combine to form a bigger drop of radius r, this is what the radius of the bigger drop is r. Remember, when these charges are all combined, what will the volume? Volume is remains constant. That means total volume is remains constant. When volume is remains constant, so what is the right? N into volume of each sphere is equal to volume of the bigger drop. This is for what? Smaller droplets. Then N into smaller droplet volume is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to, for bigger drop, 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. 4 by 3 cancelled. Then what is capital R? Is equal to n power 1 by 3 r. N power 1 by 3 r. So this is all for objective point of view we are discussing here. Now tell me, what is charge? Charge for smaller drop, let me write here, smaller drop. Charge is what? Q. Is it? The radius of the bigger drop, charge is q here. Then what is potential? V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Then what is electric field? E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Whereas capacitance C is equal to q by v. Charge on that sphere, charge on the sphere, which is nothing but a smaller drop, by potential due to that smaller drop, capacitance. Whereas energy half C V square, energy is equal to what? Half C V square. And let us see the, for a bigger drop, what is charge? Tell me, from quantization of the charge, what is the total charge, net charge on any system? The total charge of the system is the integral multiples of the number of charges. Is it? N into Q. That is what is small. Then what is potential on a bigger drop? V dash. then what is charge on the vector drop? Q by what is the radius here? R. Q by R. That is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q. Q is nothing but what? N by R is nothing but what you know? N power 1 by 3 R. Now look at this one. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R is nothing but the potential of a small drop. Then N by N power 1 by 3. N power 1 minus 1 by 3. N power 2 by 3. Then V dash is equal to what? N power 2 by 3 of the potential. All small. Similarly, electric field E is equal to 1 by 4 pi NQ by N power 2 by 3. Then we will get here N power 1 by 3 into E. Similarly, let me calculate here capacitance of the capacitor. Capacitance of the vector drop. Capacitance C is equal to capacitance C is equal to Q by V. Q by V dash. Is it okay? Then Q is nothing but what you know? NQ by V dash. V dash is nothing but N power 2 by 3 V. N power 2 by 3 V. C dash is equal to then N minus N power 2 by 3. N by N power 2 by 3. 1 minus 2 by 3. Then N power 1 by 3 into V. N power 1 by 3 into Q by V is nothing but capacitance on a smaller drop. Then C dash is equal to N power 1 by 3 into C. Similarly, what is energy? Energy U dash half C dash V dash. Capacitance on a vector drop, potential on a vector drop square. That is equal to half into C dash N power 1 by 3 C into V dash. V dash is nothing but what you know? N power 2 by 3 whole square. N power 2 by 3 V whole square. That is equal to N power 1 by 3 into N power 2 by 3 whole square. N power 4 by 3 into half CV square. Half CV square is the energy on a smaller drop. 2 dash and then N power 1 by 3 into 4 by 3. 5 by 3. N power 5 by 3 into U. N power 5 by 3 into U. So this is what here U dash. Yes. This is what the energy, and then when a number of small drops are coalesced to form a bigger drop, then what will be the charge and potential and capacitance and energy stored on that bigger drop of this radius we can calculate, and this is what we have shown how to calculate. When we have taken n capacitors, for those n capacitors are counted for n identical capacitors, number of combinations can be possible. For n identical capacitors, what are the number of combinations are possible? Means 2 power combinations. Means when we have taken three different capacitors, 3 identical capacitors, how many number of combinations we can get? Which is 2 power n minus 1. Whereas for n different capacitors, if you are taking number of combinations can be from 2 power n. 2 power n combinations can be formed. Is it? Let me take, we have a dielectric capacitor, and this capacitor is completely filled with two different dielectrics. Two different dielectrics. So here one dielectric, here one dielectric, and this is another dielectric, another dielectric. It is K1 dielectric constant, and if it is K2, and spacing, initially the spacing is here D between the plates of the capacitor. Then what will be this one? D by 2, and it will become D by 2. But area of each plate is remains the same. And this is like, you can observe that this is the combination of the two capacitors in series. Combinations of the two capacitors in series. Like C1, C2. C1, C2, which are in parallel. Sorry, series color. Series means, then what is C1 value? C1 is equal to K1 epsilon naught. What is area? Area is remains same. But what is the spacing between this one? 2 D by 2. That is equal to 2 K1 epsilon naught A by D. 2 K1 epsilon naught A by D. Similarly, what is the capacitance of the second one? C2 is equal to K2 into epsilon naught A by, for this also what? D by, which is nothing but 2K2 epsilon naught A by D. Now remember, here these two are in which combination? Capacitors are in series combination. In series combination, what is resultant capacitance? What is resultant capacitance in series combination? 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Then in series, 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C. Then 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1. C1 is nothing but 2 K1 epsilon naught A by D plus 1 by 2 K2 epsilon naught A by D. Is it okay? Now what is this one? D epsilon naught A by D. 2 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2 can be taken as common. 1 by K1. Then what do you have remaining? 2 epsilon naught A by D. D by 2 epsilon naught A. D by 2 epsilon naught A. But Cs is equal to what again? Cs is equal to 2 epsilon naught A by D into 1 by K1 plus 1 by K. Reciprocal. Now you take this one here 2. Is it? This is the what is the capacitance of the original capacitance. C is equal to epsilon naught E by D is the capacitance of the original capacitance. Then Cs is equal to, then equivalent dielectric constant of the combination. Equivalent of dielectric constant of combination. What is here? K equivalent is equal to 2 by 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2, or you can write 2 K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. If 3 are given, if 3 different dielectrics are there, then 3 by 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2 plus 1 by K2. Similarly, for parallel combination means we have one capacitor, this area is A, area of this place is A, and separation, spacing between the plates is what here? D. D is spacing between the plates. Now we have two different plates which are separated. Like here one dielectric K1, here another dielectric K2. Then what is the equivalent capacitance? For this one, C1 C1 is equal to, what you can write? C1 is equal to K1 epsilon naught A into D, half of the initial epsilon naught A by 2 by D. Similarly, for second one, what you get? C2 is equal to K2 epsilon naught A by 2 by D. Then these two are in which combination? Parallel. Parallel means like this we have. Parallel. A and B. Now in parallel combination, what is equivalent capacitance? Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. Then Cp is equal to C1 plus C2. C1, this one K1 epsilon naught A by 2D plus K2 epsilon naught A by 2D. Now epsilon naught A by D can be taken common. What do you have remaining? K1 plus K2 by 2 into epsilon naught A by D. So this is what initial capacitance, and this is nothing but the equivalent dielectric constant of the combination. Therefore, equivalent dielectric constant K equivalent is equal to K1 plus K2 by 2. Like this, if you have taken 3 dielectrics, then K1 plus K2 plus K3 by 3. This is what the combinations of the capacitors. Like that, you may have different ones. So let you try to do this one. You try to do this one. Here, this is one dielectric. This dielectric constant is K3, and here we have different dielectrics of K1, and it is K2. Then what is the combination resultant capacitance of this combination? Look at this one. Let me write here. C1 is equal to K1. What is area? A by 2. Epsilon naught A by 2 by what is spacing? D by 2. Similarly, K2, C2 for this one. C2 is equal to K2 area A by 2 epsilon naught A by 2 by D by 2. Similarly, what is C3? C3 is equal to K3. Area is nothing but same as at original area. Epsilon naught A by spacing is D by 2. This is what we get. Now you can see C1 and C2 are in what combination? Parallel. Resultant of this one with third one is series. So that you can get the equivalent capacitance or equivalent dielectric constant of the combination, same as this all we have solved. Let us take two capacitors having charges Q1 and Q2. Charges Q1 is equal to C1 V1 and Q2 is equal to C2 V2. Q is equal to C. And these capacitors are connected together. So C2, C1, Q1 and here is what? Q2. Then what will be happen? When if it is having more charge and it is having less charge, then charge flows from one capacitor to the second capacitor till they get equal potential. Then what will be the equal potential? Then common potential is equal to common potential. Till they get the common potential, the charge will be flows from one capacitor to another. Then Vc is equal to net charge by net capacitance C1 plus C2. Parallel combination. Then C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2 is the common potential of the combination. Is what? Common potential. And remember, if it is plus and this is also plus. Then what will be the initial energy? Initial energy of the system. Initial energy U is equal to U initial half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square, because we are having different potentials and different capacitances. Is it? Next, what is final energy of the combination? Final energy UF is equal to half into C1. Both will have same potential. Is it? The charge will be set equal. Vc square plus half C2 into Vc. Now, what is the loss of energy of the combination? Loss of energy. Loss of energy. Delta U is equal to half C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 whole square. That means just to take Vf minus Ui or Ui minus Vf, then we get the loss of energy. Similarly, if the combination is not like this, but the one capacitor positive terminal is given, here it is negative. Here plus C1, C2. In this case, what is the common potential? Q is equal to 1 will be charging and discharging, then Q is equal to Q1 minus Q2. So that what is our common potential? C1 V1 minus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2. Then what will be the loss of energy in this combination? Loss of energy is equal to delta U is equal to half C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V1 plus V2 whole square. Now you can observe the loss of energy in this combination is more than that of the combination. Is it okay? In this case the loss of energy is more, but compared to this previous case. Now let us see that. For example, here these three capacitors are given. And they are connected as shown in this identical capacitors C, C, and C, C, C. Then what is equivalent capacitance? How can you find the equivalent capacitance? Let me take the ends. If it is A and if it is B, and these two terminals are 1, 2, for this one 3, 4, for this 5, 6. Is it? Now let me take for first one, if it is A. For A, you can see first capacitor, first terminal is connected to A. Even what about the second capacitor? Second terminal is connected to B. Look at this connection. So first capacitor is the first terminal is to the 1, whereas second capacitor is connected to second terminal is connected to B connected. Let me draw here 1 and 2. 2 is connected to B. Similarly, for second capacitor, third terminal, fourth terminal. Third terminal is connected to B. So third terminal is connected to B3. Whereas fourth terminal, here we have terminal, this terminal, where this connection we have A, and fourth terminal is connected to A. Similarly, for third capacitor, fifth terminal is connected to A, whereas sixth terminal is connected to B. So fifth terminal is connected to A, sixth terminal is connected to B. Then how are these three capacitors? In parallel. These three are in parallel combination. Three capacitors in parallel. Then what is equivalent capacitance in parallel combination? C1 plus C2 plus C3. Then Cp is equal to what? 3C. Similarly, but one more let me draw here. So here is a two different metals which are combined in this combination, and if one is positive, then what will be the, this is what given negative, then what is the combination capacitance of the combination. Now let me take here again, if it is 1, 2 and this is 3 and it is 4. For A is given, remember, two different plates only can form a capacitance. But look at this one, 2 and 4 are having same plates. They cannot form capacitor. Two plates are having opposite charges, opposite surface charge densities. Then now for A, second plate is to the A, second plate is to the A, and first plate is to the B. Then these two can form one capacitor. One capacitance for B. Is it? Similarly, 2 is for A, 2 is for A, and 3 is for B. 3 is for B. But whereas 4 is to the A, fourth plate is to the A, whereas third plate is to the B, third plate is to the B. Then these three are which combination? Parallel combination. Then the equivalent capacitance is what? 3 times of the division. That means what are this spacing? We need to take that what is the spacing? What is this area? Area is same for everything. Then d by 3, d by 3, d by 3. Like that we can find the equivalent capacitance for the combinations when we have different arrangements for the dielectric plates of the capacitor. So let us see here, when a capacitor plate we have, and this capacitor is connected with a charge with a air between plates. Here we have a initial which is charged. So what is initial charge Q0 when we have A, and potential reference is here V0, and charge is capacitance is C0, and electric field is E0, and energy stored is U0. Now what we have done, dielectric is placed after disconnecting battery. First it is what happened, charging, here battery is connected. Now battery is disconnected, but a dielectric is introduced. Dielectric is introduced. This is what dielectric is introduced. Then what happens to the charge? Even we have introduced the dielectric, there is no effect on the charge, charge remains same. But remember what happens to the capacitance? Capacitance will be increased to the case C0. C is equal to what you know? C is equal to Q by V. Q by V. What will be the potential when dielectric is introduced? V0 by K that we have seen. Even energy, what will be the electric field? 1 by K times. The potential difference decreases so that the capacitance increases, whereas the electric field also decreases. We have done already for a parallel plate capacitor in presence of the dielectric, and whereas energy stored will be decreased. Now we have a capacitor, but for that capacitor already a dielectric is placed, and these plates are still connected to the battery. Capacitor directly with battery connected. In that case, whenever we connect battery, what happens? The charge on the capacitor plates will be increased to K time, whereas capacitance will be remains increases. But here there is no change in the potential and electric field, because what is V is equal to what is known Q by C. Q, K Q0, K C0, then potential is remains same, electric field is remains same, but energy stored in the capacitor will be increases. So this is what the points which are important regarding the objective of the capacitors, and based on capacitance compulsory we get in the examinations. Even for theory exam also, one problem will be giving from this second chapter, which is based on the potentials or capacitance. Is it? So that you prepare well this concept, and then we can discuss some problems based on this capacitance in next class. Then we can understand we can solve using the problems if you know, if you are thorough in this concept.